Hello everyone, welcome to a video. We're gonna go through this article, obviously, for obvious reasons, but let's get into it. Ninja thinks parents should parent their kids. This fucking guy, this is some crazy shit right here. Guys, I kinda disagree, you see. I think kids should be raised by Cleo, okay? Cleo should raise kids. I'm telling you. Fuck humans. Fuck humanity. Cleo is ready to teach the kids. She'll teach the kids what's right. So this is some crazy nonsense already. The popular streamer said it's not his job to teach kids about racism and white privilege. Popular Twitch streamer Tyler Ninja Blevins has some choice words for parents in an interview with the New York Times. Listen to, and more importantly, teach your kids. Man, Ninja is his middle name. Yeesh. Sad. Ninja was asked several questions by the publication about a number of things in his life, from his plans to transition to voice acting. This fucking guy's gonna become a voice actor? Ugh. Nah, man. To his comments a few years ago about not playing games with women. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I honestly think that's the clown. That is pretty much a clown statement to have, in my opinion. But that's a discussion for another day. One question in particular was centered around the behavior of the kids who frequent his live streams. When asked what could be done to mitigate the oftentimes infantile and inflammatory comments made in chat, which inevitably tend to devolve into some form of derogatory or racial slurs, Ninja said it all comes down to parenting. Now, I kinda think what Ninja probably should have said was, well, you know what? I think the context of the question is a little weird, because if he's saying if the question was asking, like, you know, what leads to conversations ending up in racial or derogatory terms and that kind of stuff, I could see parenting being the thing, because a lot of kids learn from their parents. They pick up stuff from them. They learn from right from wrong, what they watch, whatever. So if he's talking about, like, the tendency of people going into those kind of spaces in arguments and that kind of stuff, I get on that side. But if it's like, if the question's in the vein of, how do you moderate your chat, pretty much? Like, hey, what do you do when your chat does this? He should have just said, I ban it. I mean, that's why you have moderators. But I kind of think that it's more about, like, because they ask him because it says what could be done to mitigate the oftentimes infantile and all that. And that's a broad question, because that's not necessarily asking Ninja what does he do in his chat, or how does he moderate his chat. I think it's saying, like, you know, the internet, you have these people that are there that go to those areas of being throwing racial slurs and all that kind of stuff. So, and they're pretty much saying, like, what do you do when with the internet when that's going on? And that's something that's, like, that's kind of beyond everyone's control, because people are gonna just do shit anyway. It's a good question on that, on the level of, like, you know, how do you handle this and all that. He should have just said, like, look, you know, if I see it in my chat, I ban it. But if you're talking, you know, whatever, because, like, racial slurs could be a bannable offense. I don't think anyone's gonna be like, oh my god, guys, I can't believe he bans for this. But I think the question is more of a broad question of, like, of asking how would you mitigate it on the internet in general, which is, like, not an easy thing to do, but, you know, so there you go. But let's continue reading. But it all comes down to parenting, Ninja said. You want to know who your kid is? Listen to him when he's playing video games when he thinks you're not. Here's another thing. How does a white kid know he has white privilege if the parents never teach him or don't talk about racism? Indeed. I mean, they also kind of teach it in school, you know? Like, they talk about the Civil War, they talk about slavery, they talk about, the equal rights movement, all this stuff. All that stuff is in school, but I guess they teach that. I don't remember what the elementary school teaches because, obviously it's been so long, but I think like middle school and high school, they kind of get into that a lot. I don't remember what elementary school teaches. I think they kind of teach it to some capacity. Maybe in like the later elementary school years they get into it. But they do talk about that there. But it's kind of like, well, where do these kids learn these words to begin with? Like, it's just kind of silly that this is such a hot take that parents should teach their kids. Like, parents should teach their kids, and parents should be aware of what their kids are saying. But at the same time, kids also are like, they'll do whatever they want on the fucking internet. I think what it comes down to is kids do a lot of dumb shit, and they need it, and does need to be consequence for bad actions. So, like, yeah, Ninja doesn't have to teach their kids right and wrong, but he could also ban people for saying racial slurs too. Like, that could also be a bannable offense. And then the kid will realize, wait a second, that is wrong, and then they'll change their behavior or whatever the fuck. So again, like, the thing is that's a little like murky about this interview is that I don't really think it's getting into his moderation in his chat. Like, it doesn't really get into it because a lot of this is just it comes up as they're talking about broadly about the internet, and it is a discussion that people have about the internet, like, oh, how do you determine, like, people who are toxic that needs to be banned or whatever for what they say or whatever, and then all that kind of stuff. It's a heated debate that is that's going on. So that's why, like, I don't necessarily believe this is really necessarily talking about his chat in particular, just about the internet as a whole, which is an interesting discussion to have sometimes. Ninja went on to say, it's not his job to teach kids about culture or topics related to race because his first instinct is to assume he's being trolled in the chat. Okay, that's kind of funny. That his instinct is that I'm getting trolled. What? Hey, this guy is asking me about racism. I'm clearly getting trolled. Get him out of here. I mean, that's, I don't know, that to me made me laugh. The fact that he responds with that. My first instinct is to assume that I'm getting trolled. That's something. He could have just said, like, look, I just want to play Fortnite. It's not my business to teach kids about the real world. If they want to learn about the real world, they have to go to school for that. That's why school exists. Literally, that's why school exists. Like, why? Like, I was thinking about this when this was going on, and I'm just sitting there thinking, did we just forget school exists? I mean, I know we've been in lockdown and quarantine and COVID and all this stuff, but did we literally forget school is a thing? Did we forget that we send our kids to go to a building where the main focus is to learn? Like, some of this stuff is taught in school. And it's like, well, why isn't a Twitch streamer doing this? Like, this is really silly. This is, man. If they're gaming and the first interaction with racism is one of their friends saying the N-word, and they have no idea what it is, what if it was on my stream? What? If they're gaming on and their first interaction with racism is one of their friends saying the N-word and they have no idea what it is, what if it was on my stream? Ninja asked. Is it my job to have the conversation with this kid? No, because the first thing that's going on in my head is this kid is doing this on purpose to troll me. If someone says racial slur on someone else's stream, it can potentially get that streamer banned. It's awful, but that's the first thing I think of. What? It potentially gets that... You could ban the person who said it. Okay. Alright. At the same time, however, Ninja noted that the internet's illusion of anonymity does embolden people to say what they want. I love that every time that we talk about the internet, it's like, this is like a discovery. Guys, do you know that there's anonymity on the internet and people feel emboldened? No shit. Ninja still thinks parents should get involved though. What a take, guys. Parents should be involved with their kids? Whoa, this is too radical for me, man. I don't think it's gaming. I think it's the internet culture. People are behind the screen, they say what they want, and can get away with it. You can ban people on stream chat. Of course they can make sock accounts, of course they can. I'm not gonna say that they can't do that, but it is what it is. That's the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You have complete anonymity. Your information and data are precious. What? Your information and data are precious and should remain private. But it sucks that there are kids who can say racist things and be incredibly aggressive and threatening to women online and have zero repercussions. I mean, I kind of wouldn't say they have zero because they could get their accounts suspended and shit. I mean, that's kind of the repercussion for that, but okay. It would be awesome if when someone said something threatening, you could be like, let me look up this dude's gamer tag on this website. If the law could do this, not a normal person, and then boom, it's... Wow. Ninja said this, guys. This is... You know what? Clearly DSP did not read the fucking article, because this is something DSP would agree with. DSP literally has said this verbatim. This is something DSP has said in the past. Hey, they should be people that hold a cattle, and the cops should go get them. Now, I think what... I only agree with, like you know what I believe. But if you say something like that's malicious and shit, all that, you know, mean-spirited, all that kind of shit, you know, the account should be banned or suspended or whatever. That's why these things exist. They exist for that reason alone. Like, I don't necessarily think that you should get the cops involved if someone says these things. They should just be banned from the website with that account. They can make another one, sure, why not? But like, you know, then that account will be banned as well. Like, there's a reason why these things exist. That's why there's terms of service, rules, like, that's why these things exist for this alone. So I don't agree that, oh man, only the cops could do this. I don't think the cops should be going after people for saying the N-word. Because the thing is that the First Amendment protects free speech, but it means that you're protected from being arrested for what you're saying. You can't get arrested for what you say, but when you go on like Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, or whatever the fuck, and you say things that are like fucked up or that stuff that they don't want you to say or whatever, like, oh, this guy said the N-word or whatever, they could ban you because it's like, hey, this is against our terms of service. No way. Get out of here. Or if someone is like, hey, this guy is like harassing me, get him out of here. You know, that's why these things exist. They don't exist for no reason. I mean, they exist for that reason, for harassment, all that shit. So, like, that's why they exist. So having the cops be involved with this is kind of dumb. Because that makes no sense. Like, the repercussion is getting their account banned from the channel, whatever the fuck. That's, like, the whole point of that. So that's what this article said. I'm not gonna read the New York Times. I'm not gonna waste your time on that. But let's go back to Twitter because surprise, surprise, I'm doing a DSP video. You guys probably thought I was doing a ninja video, and then bam, plot twist. I was doing a DSP video. All right. So DSP obviously saw the trend of Ninja and was like, I gotta talk about this. Gotta cloud chase. True, but at Ninja, you chose to be a children's entertainer with an audience of millions. How do you choose the audience you get? Like, he says that, oh, well, Ninja, you chose to be a children's entertainer. How did he choose to be a children's entertainer? Because he... Oh, no, he chose it because he dyed his hair blue. That's kids. And he streamed Fortnite. Because no adult ever plays Fortnite. No one. Never. Don't fucking tell me there's someone my age or whatever playing Fortnite. You're a liar, okay? And he clearly wants kids. That's why he streams on Twitch. Oh my god. With an audience of millions. But how do you choose to get millions of viewers? He thinks that like people can just turn on a stream and say, I want millions of viewers, and then bam, millions of viewers. I could dye my hair blue and stream Fortnite. I don't think I'll get 1 million views. I don't think I'll get 1 million viewers, and I don't think I'll be any bigger. And honestly, you know what? If I ever get big, and I don't think they're gonna appreciate Cleo. I'll be honest. The audience I have, you all appreciate Cleo the bun, and that's like that's what's important to me. If you appreciate the Cleo, welcome aboard. Anyways, many of those kids look up to you as a role model, whether you like it or not. With great power and money, comes great responsibility. So, stop shrugging it all off and grow up just a bit. This is such a... Oh my god. Just because people look up to you as a role model, if you like it or not, does not mean that you have to think that they didn't ask for it. And it... Oh my god. I'm probably going to repeat myself because I'm going to be watching the Rain video, obviously. But, my god, dude. Like... You can be a role model, but like, there's a saying of never meet your role model or something. I think never meet your hero. I think it's it's either both or one or the other. Whatever. Never meet your hero. Never meet your role model. Whatever. Because usually, the person who you look up to might not be who you envision them to be. Like that's why that saying exists. And it's kind of shitty to kind of, like, I think, it's nuanced in some instances. I wouldn't say it's 100% nuanced or whatever, but, like, there are things that people should, think about when they do content, whatever, but, Ninja wants to be a Fortnite streamer, for the most part, and he just wants to stream games and have fun and have a good time, man. I think it's a little much to ask an individual person, or anyone for that matter, to inform people if that's not their intent. Like, if they don't feel comfortable talking about politics or racial stuff, or, like, all these things, because, like, the thing is that, like, if you don't feel comfortable talking about it, why should you be responsible for talking about something you're not comfortable talking about? And so it's kind of shitty to hold, like that's what I don't like about these kind of articles and this kind of culture that we have gotten from Twitch streamers, is that you have some streamers that do want to talk about it, and that's fine. If they want to talk about it, let them. If they want to talk about whatever they want to talk about, let them talk about what they want. But if they don't want to, and they have a big following, and then you tell them, well, you have to because you have a following, it's kind of a fucked up thing to say, because it's not their responsibility. Because it's again, it depends on the content you're making. Like I said this about movies, I say this about all this kind of stuff, because it's kind of the same thing as, like, you have these arguments of these movies that have, like, forced inclusion and all this kind of stuff, but it's like, if it benefits the story and it works and it doesn't feel like tacked on, it's fine. like, you know, I was trying to avoid the Ghostbusters example. I really was, but I'm just gonna go for it. It's low hanging fruit, easy dunk. Uh, the Ghostbusters movie, the reboot, uh, it just like nothing benefited that story. Like it didn't like the story itself was just bad on its own. I don't think them being women was the main reason. The story just flopped, in my opinion. The comedy just wasn't there. But that's like the movie they wanted to make. Uh, it's not that what they like. Ghostbusters is not a political piece, and the PR of that movie was trying to make it that. Like it was like being like, oh, girl power, baby. Oh, look at this, look at that, and it just became this, and it's like that's not what the movie is kind of even about. I've seen that movie, and it really has nothing to do with girl power or anything. It's just, hey, ghosts are attacking, you attack them, go get them. The villain just sucked. It's just a bad villain. Like, it's just the marketing kind of added all this stuff to it that wasn't even part of the movie. And I think that if the PR wasn't there for that movie to make it that way, and it just focused on, hey, this is a movie, new Ghostbusters, check it out. If it just focused on that, I think the reaction to it wouldn't be so harsh. But since the marketing of that movie was so driven to focus on gender issues and all this stuff, it just kind of became nonsense, and it kind of diluted the movie for no fucking reason. So, like, that's what I mean. Like, you have something that's meant for entertainment, and you start to interject all this stuff in it that it has no business of doing. Like, I don't think Paul Feig, or whatever the fucking director's name was for Ghostbusters, made this movie thinking, oh, I'm gonna do a movie that's gonna be about fucking gender issues. It's like, no, he just probably just wanted to make a Ghostbusters movie, and then just wanted to kind of do what he did. So like that. So that's what I don't like about, like, with the stuff with Ninja, and then like DSP saying this. It's like you're interjecting all the responsibility into the guy that probably doesn't feel comfortable at all for talking about that kind of stuff. Like, you can disagree or agree with it, whatever, but it's just like he doesn't want to talk about it. And honestly, why would a Fortnite streamer why would you go to a Fortnite streamer to learn about white privilege is beyond me. Go to school for that. Like, that's why school exists. You go to school, you learn this shit, you'll understand it, you can agree with it, disagree with it, whatever. Like, that's why school is important. Get an education, you learn stuff, you get different points of view, you can understand it better, maybe, whatever. Like, that's why school exists. You don't go to fucking Ninja to learn, dude. Okay. Anyways, let's go to this. Literally, everyone else can comment on the Ninja story today, but when I do, I'm a cloud chaser. How about this? If you think that you can go fuck yourself, you're nobody to me, and I don't care. I have a right to share my opinions, and you can eat it. Wow. Okay. Funny thing he says this because, first off, people have the right to also criticize your opinion. You can say whatever opinion you want, DSP. That doesn't mean that it can't be held to criticism. Makes no fucking sense. Secondly, everyone who dunked on Ninja got dunked on too. Like, there was literally a person, like, I was going through the trending of Ninja just to see what the fuck it's about because of this. One person had like four people complaining about Ninja, and DSP was one of them, and it's saying, oh, you get the usual suspects, all this kind of stuff. So it's clearly not just DSP that's being called out for this. So that's great. DSP is a pretty smart boy, dude. But let's go to the replies, dude. So this guy says, you fapped on stream, my dude. And then DSP says, I didn't chose to. But you had to decide to masturbate, DSP. You made a conscious effort to masturbate. You didn't choose to do it to do with the face cam on. I agree with you there, but you also chose to do it in the office. You could have chose to do it in the bathroom. You could have done it in your bedroom. You could have done it in the kitchen. You could have done it anywhere. You could do it anywhere in your house. But you chose to do it in the place where you stream. And you decided to do it when you went live, dumbass. So, if you look at the chain of events that led to it, you did choose to do it. So big ups. I guess Leanna forced him to do it, dude. That's fucked up. And this guy comes in and says, when you were Ninja's age, you did the Isaac Heimler shtick, and yet you tell him to grow up. I did have millions of followers, and that was one single video out of thousands at that point. Now, the one thing DSP has told us for years and years and years and years and years and years was that back then, I was very toxic. I was very arrogant, and I was mean to people. Like, he said this about himself for years and years. And then when stuff like this happens, he says, that only happened one time. So, which is the lie? It only happened one time, or that you were toxic the whole time? Which is the lie? And then let's go to this pre-stream. I don't remember if I should do this during the Ninja Rant or before, but I think I'll do it before. Fuck it.
And trick you. That's what it is. It's marketing 101. It's they present their things in a way to push an agenda.
This is talking about the Republican and Democratic conventions. Not the important thing that I want to bring up, because obviously the Republican and Democratic conventions are going to be leaning to their party, obviously.
To get you to vote a certain way. And personally,
Wait, the Republican Party wants you to vote Republican, and the Democratic Party wants you to vote democratically? That's weird, man. Wild.
I have my own beliefs, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about them on my stream because I'm a gamer.
He's a gamer. Ninja's a gamer, but he has to talk about these topics. But DSP doesn't have to. Now, before you even fucking say it, I see the comments. You're typing furiously with your fingers. I know what you're gonna say. Theo, DSP has a following. He should be held accountable. No, you fucking idiot. You see, DSP is a little guy. He's small potatoes, okay? He's like a baby. He's a baby streamer, dude. He's like a little guy. He's like me. Okay, a little guy. He's in no position to talk about real world issues, but those who are very successful, more so than him, and are bigger streamers that get millions and millions of dollars, they need to talk about politics, obviously. Except for, you know what? There's another clip that, it might be an old one though, because this might be back in the Leanna era of DSP content, so that's how far back I'm thinking of. I believe he then said that, like, celebrities that talk about politics should shut up and all this stuff. He agrees with that sentiment as well, but then he wants Ninja to talk about politics. It's, you know what? Theo theory time. DSP wants Ninja to be a political streamer so that he could be canceled, and people will hate him. That's why he wants him to be political. He wants Ninja to be so political that it's gonna create a divide, and the internet's gonna turn on him. That's what he wants. I know you're up to, DSP. I know your trick. You're not fooling me, loser.
I'm not here to push an agenda. I said this 4 years ago. I'll say it again. I think that it's very, very disingenuous, and it's actually harmful and fucked up that there are content creators out there who on their gameplay streams, they're going to tell you should go vote a certain way, you should believe in a certain candidate. That's not their job.
Oh, you know what? I was hearing this, and then I realized. Now I just realized this, guys. He's gonna tell us if we bring this up. I was talking about them telling you how to vote. I didn't say that they can't talk about white privilege or right or that kind of stuff about derogatory slurs. But like, he has considered these things political as well in the past. This dude, like, is not consistent with his own fucking statements. Because guys, this is gonna shock you. I don't think DSP really cares what he says or believes in what he says. A lot of this stuff is just so that he can sound cool. This is just DSP being like, I'm gonna sound cool. I'm gonna go on stream and I'm gonna say that I'm gonna tell like it is. And it's just, it's kind of no. It's kind of no.
It's not. It's not their job. They're not here to tell you their fucking political views and shove that shit down your throat and tell you if you're going to be a responsible adult, you need to vote this way or that way. Fuck that. That's someone who thinks they know better than you, and they think that they're an elitist, they're smarter than you, and they're trying to tell you what to do because you're dumb. I would never do that.
They're trying to tell you because you're dumb. And I said this before. I don't know if I said this before actually, because I don't know if I did a video on this pre-stream, but it's kind of toxic to just assume that if a streamer tells you, like, to just go vote. I mean, a lot of streamers just say go vote. They don't tell you who to vote for. They just say go vote, pretty much. And he's saying that they think that you're dumb. Them just saying go vote is an opinion that people can have. As I said before, I do think people should vote when there's elections for, government positions. If you don't want to vote, the only thing I'll say is that if you don't vote, it should at least be researched. Like, you should know the candidates and decide, hey, I don't like either of them and they're both shitty. I don't like their platforms, whatever, I'm not going to vote. That's one thing than just saying I'm not going to vote because I don't want to. That's not a good reason. Fuck that. And if people want to vote, they vote. If they want to vote for Bilbo or Dumple, they can do that. They have the choice. Just saying go vote isn't a bad opinion to have. Like, and that's what's like so like a little bit annoying when this whole show's going on was that like people were just getting mad at the notion of being told to vote. I mean, at one hand, I get it. That's like, okay, we get it. You get told that a million times, and it's like, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, to get like a violent reaction out of it's kind of silly. That's whatever. But I don't think that the people who are saying go vote think you're dumb. That I don't think. I think it's just them saying an opinion, and they're just saying go vote. Man, who thought that saying go vote was such a loaded opinion, right?
Seriously, I would never do that to you guys. So, you guys, I'm just telling you, be skeptical of what's out there, all right?
Be a skeptic,
Take in all
dude.
the information in this voting season, because everyone's looking for your vote. If you live in the United States, everyone's looking for your vote right now. And vote with your mind and your heart, to the best of your ability, what you think is going to be the best for this country and yourself. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone say... the thing that really gets me, the moral shit. Oh, if you have morals, you'll vote this way or that way. Oh, fuck you. Because you know better than me and you're smarter than me, and right?
If you have morals, dude.
This motherfucker sitting on the internet.
Ninja, if Ninja had morals, he would take responsibility, right, DSP?
Ultimate moral
Holy
paragon
shit.
Who knows right from wrong better than me. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
That's why that turns me off. When someone actually tells me to vote one way, I'll vote the other way.
What a great opinion to have. That is so fucking childish. Holy shit. That is... I probably said this at some point in 2016. I think the spite votes are kind of bullshit, because it's like if you believe in Trump's platform and if you support him, that's fine. You support him. Yippity doo dah. Yippity doo dah day, dude. But I don't agree with people that vote for him just out of spite itself. Just spite itself, by itself. No, like, hey, I agree with his tax plan. Oh, I agree with his opinion on this. Just out of pure spite, like that, I don't agree with that. I think that's kind of silly to vote. Then at that point, just don't vote. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm sure I pissed someone off, but it's okay. I hate myself too.
You think you're so smart, right? So that's all I have to say.
That's all I have to
Decide for
say.
yourself. All right, decide for yourself. I'm not here to tell you one thing or another. I don't think I'm more important than anyone. I don't think I'm smarter than anyone. I'm just here to have a good time with games. That's what we're here for. And that's what my streams are about. You're not going to hear me in the next few months as we get into November. Oh my God. You're not going to hear me standing on a soapbox. Vote this, vote that. Fuck that. And anyone who does that, you shouldn't watch their content. I'm just being honest.
You shouldn't watch their
opinion.
content.
You should not watch their shit. Because that's someone who doesn't respect you.
If he talks about politics, don't. That's not something you should watch. But Ninja should talk about real world issues and systemic racism and all these things, because clearly you want to hear that from a Twitch streamer, not from someone who studied the field. Maybe, you know, someone who like wrote a book on it or whatever. Nah, you want to go to Ninja for that, obviously.
That's someone who thinks of you as a tool to an end, and that you're too dumb to figure shit out for yourself. You know, why are you going to tune into a gameplay stream of someone who's just harping on you about fucking politics and shit like that constantly, right? So, that's my take on it.
All right. Now we get to this. Do you get okay? This is pretty good. Let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna add some more Cleos. I think we need some Cleos here, dude. Oh. Let's see. There's never enough Cleo. Okay? There's never enough. this is really making me laugh. Okay. I want to add. Oh man, I really feel like I want to add another Cleo. It's very tempting. Screw it. Adding another Cleo. We all, you know, this is the only propaganda you'll get from me. Okay. The Cleo propaganda. Alright. There you go.
Alright, shoutouts. So let's see here. Minotaurus had cheers said, what did Ninja do to hurt me so badly? Do I have hate in my heart in him? Let it go. No, I have no hate for Ninja. Here's the thing.
I have no hate,
the same
dude.
Thing with PewDiePie, alright? These guys were at the top of the...
He hated PewDiePie, too, by the way. There's an old PUBG stream where he was like really mad at not Ninja, oh my god, PewDiePie for the whole thing with the Wall Street Journal and all that shit. He was like so mad at him about that. But he doesn't hate him, guys.
The food chain when it comes to content creation. PewDiePie used to be that let it go. No, I have no hate for Ninja. Here's the thing. It used to be the same thing with PewDiePie, alright? These guys were at the top of the food chain when it comes to content creation.
This dude literally talks about streaming and streamers like a fucking boomer in a CEO meeting. Look, okay, like this dude is like a cartoon of a CEO dude in a meeting talking about the competition. Ah, you see, the competition, Burger King is like they're here and we're down here. We need to go up here, and it's like, dude, fucking, you're a Twitch streamer, like. It's kind of negative to fucking talk about other streamers this way. They're just people that stream whatever the fuck. And he's just like, the food chain. Oh, you know, they paint us to make us look bad and all this stuff. And that's not... Oh my god. Oh my god, man.
PewDiePie used to be the top YouTuber. Ninja used to be the top streamer. He's not anymore, but he's still up there.
How's he? Who's the top streamer now in DSP?
Across the world. When these guys, who are... the big names say and do stupid shit, they make everyone else look bad, and they don't realize that. A lot of the times they don't like to take responsibility.
Now I like how when someone like holds DSP accountable for making gamers look bad and all this stuff. It's not my responsibility. You see, if you use a factual, rational brain mind, you'd realize that I'm just a guy, okay? But the criticism isn't on the media or the or society or anything that generalizes streamers. The criticism's on the streamer. This sounds man, dude, this sounds like victim blaming, dude. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily consider Ninja a victim in this, but because I mean this is an opinion, but he's kind of blaming Ninja for having an opinion, and it's kind of funny because I think there was a time when oh my god. Oh my god. I was gonna say the protesters from last year, but he didn't like paint them all in a single brush because he did actually mention like the rioters and looters are separate from the protesters, whatever. So I can't really bring that up. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm just gonna abandon that train of thought.
They just like to pretend like, oh, it's nothing. You know, it doesn't matter what I say and do. No, it does. Like the things they say and do make us look bad. When PewDiePie got in trouble for saying a bad word on stream, it was mainstream news. The next thing you know, everyone thinks that every content creator is a racist.
No one thought that every content creator is a racist, though. Like, even the issue with at that time wasn't even about PewDiePie by itself. It was about YouTube putting ads on every video under the sun. It wasn't YouTube put my ad on PewDiePie. Fuck that. It was, dude, YouTube's putting ads on like videos that are like racist and fucked up, and that's what led to that. I think that the criticism that a lot of people had later on when they realized that was probably like, you know, PewDiePie shouldn't have been whatever, like the streamer to kind of expose that flaw within YouTube, but it existed because after that people started to really look into where the ads were going, and they're like, oh wait a second, hold up, and then it kind of like ballooned to where it is. So DSP wants to like hide behind the PewDiePie, but now it's just like you could disagree with PewDiePie's sense of humor or think that he's not funny or that, you know, whatever. You can think anything about him you want, whatever. But at the time with the ads being like where they were going, it wasn't like just PewDiePie alone that was the issue. But whatever.
Right? That's what happens. You have to look out for what you're doing, especially when you are someone who have big influence. You have to watch what you're saying, okay? Because that could rub off negatively on everyone else, whether you like it or not. And that's really what I want to emphasize. I'm not saying that Ninja is purposely trying to be an influential person. He just is.
He is
one of the biggest...
Now this dude goes on pre-stream in the plug segment saying how he accidentally fell into doing gaming full-time. Oh, I accidentally did this, I accidentally did that. Oh man, whoops, I got popular. But then, like, and when he accidentally became popular, he didn't watch what he was doing. He didn't take responsibility for the Isaac Heimler, the N-word, the Isaac Heimler, the N-word, the fapping, Project 7, the countdown for the most racist things on his streams or whatever the fuck that countdown was. All these things. And then when people were calling him out on these things, it was like, it's not my responsibility. He even complains that YouTube is too sensitive. Oh, I can't do this anymore. YouTube's too sensitive. They're gonna get so bad. You gotta be careful with it. Cancel culture, dude. But no, it's people need to watch out, guys. You guys got power. You gotta be careful. But man, let me tell you about how bullshit YouTube is now because they're so sensitive.
Millions of viewers, every day coming in and checking out his stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he gets paid millions of dollars. How many millions of children around the world watch Ninja's content? Okay? You can't just then shirk responsibility.
How do you know children watch his content though? And we read the article. Ninja didn't really shirk the responsibility. He was just kind of saying like, "Hey, there's stuff that goes on the internet that's beyond my control, and to some degree, the parents should step in because a streamer's not gonna raise your kid." And you know what's hilarious about all of this is that DSP has went on and on about how the parents that have the TV babysit their kids or whatever the fuck are bad parents and they don't deserve to have kids. But now Ninja should be watching what he says because kids could be watching. This is fucking stupid. Holy
And
shit.
be like, oh, I don't have to be responsible about anything. Actually, yes, you do. Actually, that's exactly the point. Is that there's so many kids who watch your stuff that you have to be a responsible person. With great power comes great responsibility. And so when you have that power...
Oh my god, dude. That meaning, dude, he like just wants to shove it down your throat. Great power comes great responsibility, bitch. He shoves it down your fucking throat, dude. Shut the fuck up. Enough of this Spider-Man shit, dude. Like, man, my god, I'm starting to despise Spider-Man because of DSP. I'm starting to despise that fucking comic, and I'll be honest, I didn't really like Spider-Man to begin with, but I mean, DSP ain't doing him any favors.
You have to be responsible for it. You can't just shirk all responsibility and be like, oh, well, I didn't actively choose this specific thing, and therefore I have no responsibility for it. No, you do. It doesn't matter whether or not you wanted it or it was intentional. You still have it, And it's actually...
Like, he's talking like as if like Ninja can control kids' minds. Like, the whole article, Ninja's talking about how it is so difficult to police the internet because there's anonymity to it, there's stuff that goes on. There's stuff beyond people's control on the internet. And even DSP mentions this in the plug segment. He says that, oh, you gotta be careful what you tie to your tipping name and all this stuff because people are gonna get your information, they're gonna get this, they're gonna get that, they're gonna come get you, and all this stuff. But then when Ninja's pretty much saying the same thing, hey, Ninja, you have the responsibility for this. What the fuck, man? But Ninja can't control all of the people on the internet, DSP. He's not a fucking, like, cult leader. Like, he wants, like, dude. If Ninja controlled all those kids, right? He controlled all of them and raised them, right? He would say that's a cult. He would say all the Ninja fans are like a cult, man. Whatever Ninja says, they believe it, and they listen to him, man. It's fucking crazy, man. They have no thought for their own. They have no conscious thought anymore. That's even an actual DSP quote. That they don't have actual conscious thought anymore. And this dude is saying that Ninja should have responsibility for what's said on his streams. This dude is a fucking clown. A clown wheelchair.
Super irresponsible for someone to shirk that responsibility and be like, oh, well, I'm not gonna take any responsibility.
Dude, he did this with Brightside Viking. When Viking was instigating people on Kiwi farms, DSP was shirking all responsibility for what his mod was doing. Oh, my mod was doing this, that's not my responsibility. Nah, man. But then I think someone calls him out about that, about Derek in this video somewhere. And he says, well, there's a difference. I can control Derek on Twitter, but Derek is a streamer, DSP, is a stream viewer. Shouldn't you tell Derek that he shouldn't be thirsting over girls online?
Responsibility for anything because I didn't ask for it. So in particular, why this person's bringing it up is because Ninja was interviewed. And in the interview, he said many things. Every time the guy gets interviewed, there's controversy.
Whoops. Sorry about that. Every time this dude's interviewed, there's controversy. I mean, the thing with the women, the women comment, I don't think was really controversial. I think it was just kind of silly. It was a silly opinion to have. Because like he could have whatever, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna get into that.
But anyway. But we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Ninja getting interviewed. And in the interview, he's trying to make a point about parenting because he knows that most of his audience is kids. I think he knows this at this point. He's not going to deny it. Okay?
He knows this.
And he says, well, first of all, the best way to know your kid is to see how your kid behaves when they're playing video games by themselves and they don't know anyone's listening. I actually agree with that completely. 100%. I think that's something very intelligent that he said, because he's absolutely right. When a kid doesn't know someone's watching, that's when the kid is going to start doing those bad behaviors you may not even be aware they're doing. So that was actually really good advice. Okay?
Yeah, spy on your kid.
But what I don't
spy on your kid. Do it.
Him
Hell yeah.
literally completely shirking any responsibility.
Don't be honest with your kid. Spy on them.
In fact, he went as far to say, and this is not me like paraphrasing. He basically just said, I don't.
Wait, did he say I'm not
responsibility for stuff that happens on his streams. In fact, he went as far to say, and this is not me like paraphrasing.
Oh, not paraphrasing. Not paraphrasing, but basically said, but not paraphrasing. So is this gonna be a direct quote?
I don't feel that I should be the one to have to teach your children about white privilege and about the things basically kind of going on in the world right now.
Yeah. Dude, like that's like the meme about this fucking article. Like this is like why I kind of like racism. Fine, you know, fine. He could say like racism is bad. It's a very easy take to have. But white privilege is honestly a very tricky subject to talk about, because if you don't know what the fuck it is, or you don't feel confident in your knowledge of this, it could go one or two ways. You can either look like a fucking idiot or whatever. That you should really like read up on white privilege and all this kind of stuff to really understand what it is. If you want to look it up, you're not gonna go to fucking Ninja to learn about white privilege. I mean, why the fuck would you do that? Man, I want to know what white privilege is. Oh, I'm gonna go check out Ninja. I'm sure he's gonna tell me what it is.
Parents' responsibility. You know, he basically his argument is, I'm just a streamer. I'm just a guy playing games. I shouldn't have to tell my audience about all this stuff going on right now. Now, fair enough. He is not someone who has ever professed himself to be an authority on any of that stuff. He's certainly not someone who is pushing him forward as anything that wants to talk about that, right? Because he's a gamer. Just like
he's a gamer, dude.
He's a gamer, and he got into certain games, Fortnite in particular, which happens to be a game that a lot of kids like. And so because of that, he got super popular, super rich doing it.
I love that he's talking about how Fortnite's for kids while he was playing Immortal Phoenix Rising, a game that looks like it's for kids. And this dude also played Fall Guys too, so big ups on that.
That he should be talking about serious issues on his stream? No, I don't think that obligates him. However, what obligates him?
What? Him playing Fortnite does not obligate him, but he's obligated. What? I got it. Ninja's too successful. He's way too successful. He's way too successful, dude. Wow, this sped up is pretty wild. Look how cool the game looks. Way better when it's sped up like this.
All right. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. All right. Regardless or not of whether Ninja wants that responsibility that he has, he now has it. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I mean?
He grew to be giant. He grew to be super popular. He grew to be someone who gets millions of viewers and makes millions upon millions of dollars a year doing what he does. And at some point, you have to realize, well, now, because I have great power and great wealth, I now have responsibility to be responsible with what I do during my content. And if that means making sure that the people on his streams understand that his streams are not going to be a place where people are going to be saying racist things, that people are not going to be, treating people poorly because of their race or creed. I don't know about white privilege exactly on a stream. I'm not sure how you can have white privilege on a digital stream where no one knows what the actual
oh my god
denomination you are. You know what I mean? Not denomination, but what race you are.
Bruh.
But my point is, he does have responsibility as a content creator to make sure that everything on his stream is not toxic. You know what I mean?
Toxic.
And the way he said it to me was like,
this dude is acting as if Ninja has no rules in his chat. Nobody gets moderated. Nobody gets banned. I'm sure it's like that on his streams. I'm sure he bans 0 people. Okay.
I feel I have no responsibility at all.
This is a great read of what the article said. the article was talking about probably. I mean, again, I'm going off what GameSpot put up. Is that it's more of a broad question of like, what can be done to mitigate this? And he's just like, look, on my streams, I mean, people, will still do it. It's fucked up and all this kind of stuff, and he probably bans it. That's pretty much all you can really do.
Your parents should be teaching you all this stuff, not me. So therefore, I just kind of don't care about it. And, if people are going to do it or whatever, I can't control it. But that's not the truth. The truth is, it's his stream. It's his job to control his stream. So if he doesn't control his stream...
Now this is hilarious. It's hilarious, guys. He says this, that, it's his job to control the stream and all this. Coming from the dude who doesn't want to moderate his chat. He sits on his chat and says, "Mods? Is there any mods here? Mods? I have to go and moderate myself. I don't want to do it. I want to play games and have fun." And he gets mad at his chat many times for derailing and being toxic and all this stuff, but doesn't do anything. He has all these regulars that pretty much break the rules every day, but he doesn't ban them. He didn't ban Ninstar Rune for derailing the stream. He didn't ban Lies for Soul for breaking his no waifus rule, whatever the fuck. Like, he doesn't enforce any of his own rules. And he even said like he was lenient for Equilibrium, even though Equilibrium has stolen his emotes. And he lets him slide. But no, Ninja needs to moderate his chat. DSP's chat's not toxic, even though it is, and he doesn't moderate at all. This dude is so fucking hypocritical. It is painful. That's why like every time he goes on these rants, there's some people in his chat that just beg him to stop talking because they know it's hypocritical. And they know this is just him being jelly that Ninja is more popular than him.
That's his fault. You know what I mean? No, should he be sitting there and teaching people constantly about that stuff? I don't think so. But at the very same time, he has to understand that, like, kids are coming to his content all the time. He chose that. He chose to be a content creator for children. He actively
How did he
could have done other content.
How did he choose to do that? The only evidence he has to support this is that he dyed his hair blue and he plays Fortnite. That's really not evidence. I mean, with that logic, I could say, well, he's making kids content because DSP is a children's entertainer because he wears a vest and he plays Immortals Phoenix Rising. So he's a children's entertainer, and he's more sleazy too because he charges kids to get him up to $100 for him to put on the vest. So obviously, I think DSP is a children's entertainer, obviously.
He could have not just played Fortnite and dressed up in a certain way and dyed his hair to try to attract that audience.
Dressed up in a certain way. Dude! This dude is blaming someone for how they dress. Holy shit, man. Dude, then are we gonna say that you... Okay. This logic is a very toxic logic, and here's why it's toxic. Let's take Ninja out of the equation. Take him out, right? Let's say, a woman, right? A woman walking down the street, and she gets assaulted. Should it be, is it her fault that she got assaulted because of the way she dressed? Is that fair to say, DSP? Like, of course that's a very extreme way to look at it, but it's just the logic and steps to get to that point is kind of sus, dude. Because it kind of tells me that this dude probably believes in the meme at one point in his life. He might not think this anymore because he's with Kat, but maybe at one point in his life, he probably was with those people who were like, well, the women dress in certain ways too, and that's what happens. Probably one of those people. But this dude is blaming Ninja for getting the audience because of the way he dresses. And how fair would he? How would he react, right? if someone said, "Well, DSP, I think you dig those IRL streams with Cat to get kids to watch, and you had her wear revealing shirts to show off her cleavage to tantalize the viewers." Do you think DSP is gonna agree with you? No, idiot. He's gonna say that's unfair, that's sexist, that's fucked up. But you're using the same logic, though, that he used to judge Ninja and the audience he has because of how he dresses. See how flimsy that evidence is and how it doesn't really work, or nor is it fair to make that connection? Because if you're gonna make that connection, then people might as well make the connection that you're trying to tantalize the viewers by having Cat on stream with a shirt that showed too much skin. Like, you know what? I'm gonna be very toxic now. Look at this, okay? Let's go to the IRL streams, okay?
Hello.
I'm sure it's look at this, dude.
Want to watch it?
Look, she's wearing a fucking like a pajama shirt. That's pretty much a pajama shirt, okay? I'm sure she was ready to go to bed, and he had her on to tantalize the viewers, to get them to tip and get the cheers and get the subs. This is so clearly DSP knew what he was doing by having her on there dressed up like that. He was trying to get that viewer base that would watch thoughts on Twitch. He was trying to get that market. That's what he was doing. That's why he had her on. And if DSP's gonna tell me I'm sexist, fuck you, DSP. You're a liar. I know that's why you had Cat on. I'm only using the same logic he's using, so it's only fair, okay?
To do that. And when he chose to do that, now he has to take on the responsibility.
I mean, DSP chose to have Cat on the stream, and Cat chose to wear that shirt, so clearly they were trying to get the thought audience, obviously. Obviously, he was trying to get the Derricks to show up. Clearly. That's why he had Cat on, and Cat chose to wear that to get the Derricks to show up, and they could all be like, "Oh my god, Cat!" and all that stuff, so he chose that. He chose that. Okay, so there you go.
Responsibility that comes with it. So if you have a children's audience, yes, you actually have to have some responsibility for that. And make sure that people aren't being toxic and not being racist to other people on your stream and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
And the thing is, when he goes in an interview and he says, "Oh, I don't think it's my responsibility, it's all on the parents," it's like, but wait a minute, dude. Like, you know, I understand he's speaking for himself, but he absolutely is saying something that affects other people. Because now parents are going to think, well, if a kid goes to a stream, I feel like these streamers just don't care. They don't take any responsibility for anything, and they just don't give a shit. And, you know, well, then I'm not going to have my kid go to the streams anymore because I want to make sure that, you know, my kid's in an environment that's safe and protected. There's not racism and there's give a shit. And, you know, it's other people. Because now parents are going to think, well, if a kid goes to a stream, I feel like I understand he's speaking for himself, but he absolutely is saying something that affects other people. Because now parents are going to think, well, if a kid goes to a stream, I feel like these streamers just don't care. They don't take any responsibility for anything, and they just don't give a shit. And, you know, well, then I'm not going to have my kid go to the streams anymore because I want to make sure that, you know, my kid's in an environment that's safe and protected. There's not racism and there's not stuff. And Ninja says he just doesn't care. It's my job to do it. So I'm just, you know, I guess I can't let my kid watch any streams or whatever. All he had to do was be mature and be like, okay, listen, I'm a huge content creator, and I'm going to do my best to educate myself on intelligent topics.
Oh my god, dude. What was that train of thought? It's like he went on this rant and then forgot what it was and then just jumped off. Is it bad for parents to do that or good? Because he was like, well, here's the thing. Then parents are gonna see this and think that my kid shouldn't watch streamers and that's not a safe space for them or whatever the fuck. Like, is he saying that's what should happen or is that bad? I kind of don't get what that point was, and then he dived into, well, Ninja should educate himself on this, but do we really want to know about these things from fucking Ninja? Okay.
Not to say that I want to replace a parent. I don't, but I understand that I do have some responsibility to do things on my own stream because of how popular I am. Instead, he literally shirked responsibility. He's like, nope, I don't have that responsibility. That's on the parents completely. He's like, that's not smart.
It is on the parents. It's their kids. Like, this is why, like, when sex education was a talking point, one of the things is that, like, you know, yeah, schools should teach about sex, obviously. I mean, it should be there too, but parents should also tell their kids about it too. It should be, you know, both sides of the aisle with that. But again, that's why school exists. Like, why are we forgetting about school all of a sudden? Come on. But yeah, it's not Ninja's place because he wants to focus on the entertainment industry because that's what he is.
And that makes everyone look bad. That literally makes everyone look bad. Looking like, oh, well, I'm just some asshole who just plays games all day. I don't actually need to maintain a safe environment for anyone on my stream. And if you don't like that, tough shit. No, that's not the attitude.
He literally has complained about safe spaces on the internet. He complained about people being snowflakes, sensitive, all these things. But now he's Mr. Sensitive. This dude is so fake. Like, this is why, like, I don't buy for a second he's a liberal or he's whatever. Because the truth of the matter is he's only liberal or stuff if it makes him look good. He only does it if it's gonna dunk on someone else. When someone tries to apply that logic onto him, you guys are sensitive, fuck you. And that's kind of how he really believes. That's why he's sorry that you take the things he says offensively. And that's why he doesn't like YouTube, because it's too sensitive, man. It's not like before where it was the Wild West and you could say whatever you want. But this dude is he doesn't even believe what he's saying. That's like, that's why these takes are so mind-numbingly bad. It's that he doesn't believe in anything he even says. Like, he doesn't lead by his own example. Sure, he talks about the Black Lives Matter protest, but I don't even think he understood what they were protesting to begin with, to be completely honest with you. Because he talks about, oh, well, police brutality is bad, but, you know, we should keep the cops. The whole point was that, I know what, I'm not getting into that. We've talked enough about it, but you know my stance on it if you know me. But it's like, he doesn't know anything he's talking about, and then he goes on to these kind of rants. Jesus fuck, man.
Actual good content creator should have, and that's exactly how he came across in the interview. At least for me, reading it and what I took from it. So, that's not
I
good.
guarantee he did not read the New York Times. I didn't either, so I can't really complain, but he read the GameSpot article, and that's all he read. And, because it was very easy. It's just a one-page read. But even then, he didn't comprehend it. This dude has such a poor comprehension skill. It is like astounding. Like, you could like type something up and he will not comprehend it. Like, he might. It's RNG, but there's a good chance he will read it a different way. It is outstanding. Like, you know, with Spider-Man, Miles Morales, they had 2 editions. The normal base edition and the edition that had the remaster of Spider-Man. And DSP was so confused about that. He's like, well, do I need a Spider-Man? It's like, dude, it's like all there, and he couldn't read. He can't read.
I completely agree with him on the fact that parents should be educating their kids more. They should be listening to what their kids say. They should actually be monitoring their children to see what kind of things they say when they're not around. Because I guarantee you, some of those parents would be shocked to hear what their kids say when they're not paying attention. And that's not good, you know. You need to be aware of what's going on with your kids. But for me, to then say, oh, but by the way, that means I don't have any responsibility at all for it. That's ridiculous. Yes, you do. Absolutely you do. It's your stream. You have to maintain a certain kind of level of decorum on a stream. You can't just have people saying do whatever they want. You can't have people being insulting to each other. You can't
Again, he thinks Ninja's chat has no moderation. I highly fucking doubt that. I am willing to believe he has mods that ban people. But okay.
You know what I mean? Like, this is like kind of 101 stuff when it comes to streaming. Now, I guess you could argue in the case of Ninja, since every time he streams, he's probably getting millions and millions of people on his stream. Well, I don't say millions, he probably gets thousands. It's probably pretty difficult to do that, to control it and maintain it. I get that, alright? I'm not saying it's easy, I'm just saying again, that's what he signed up for. He wanted to be the #1 Fortnite streamer, a game that thousands of children come to watch. He wanted to accept the sponsorships. He wanted to accept the exclusive partnership to be the big streamer. He wanted to do interviews. He wanted to stream.
This is so fucked up because this is the same logic that paparazzis had with celebrities. Oh, you chose to be famous. That's so you gotta be okay with the paparazzi coming into your everyday life. You chose to be famous, and it's like, dude, they just want to be in a movie. Like, this is such a fucking boomer opinion, and it's kind of disrespectful and to a point to just say that you chose this. Again, it's victim blaming. I mean, I guess in this case, it's what would it be, like, celebrity blaming? But I mean, this is so fucked up, and this is coming from a guy. Like, if Kat was streaming, let's say that on the off chance Kat decides to stream and she gets trolled and all this stuff. And people are like, well, DSP, Kat chose to stream, so I mean that's the internet. You think it's gonna? No, I don't even have to say if she streams. Fuck it. She was on the Halloween stream and she was getting trolled, and he was like, you're blaming her for being trolled? That's fucked up. You're victim blaming. But she chose to be on your stream, DSP, and you know your stream has trolls. She chose to be there. But no, that's fucked up. But it's okay to blame Ninja for being famous because he clearly chose that, even though, like, you don't choose the audience you get. You get what you get. Like, he wants to have the take. He wants to have the take so bad of he needs to be responsible for his chat, but he doesn't go to his chat to understand that he probably has mods there, so he doesn't know what the fuck he does on his streams. He so badly wants Ninja to be to have the Wild West of stream chats. This dude is so fucking lame. You don't watch his streams, DSP.
He wanted to do everything big. That's your fault. So you're telling me you don't want responsibility, yet you did everything to become the biggest guy, which means you need to be responsible. So tough shit. It doesn't matter if he wants to or not. He has to. So I don't have an issue with the guy. I just don't like the fact that he is huge. He's bigger than 99% of streamers out there. Yet he says, oh, it's all on the parents to do that. No, it's not. It's not all on the parents. If you're running a stream, and your stream gets toxic, and there's racism, it's your job to control that and fix it. To explain to your audience why that's not allowed.
Dude, you just banned... He probably does ban... If you go to his chat and say the N-word, I'm pretty sure you'll be banned.
To ban the people who are fucked up.
Whatever.
It's your job, alright? It's that simple. You know, you can't just completely ignore people who are doing disgusting things on a stream.
But again, he's saying it's not his job to teach about these things. He didn't say anything about banning it. This dude, like, has such poor comprehension skills. It is so sad. This dude is like almost 40 and he can't comprehend the English language. Oh, man.
Your place of business, that's your job. That, you know, you can't just act like it's a joke because it's a video game, you know?
He shielded Cydella. The caption reminded me of that.
So that's my take.
He shielded Cydella, and Cydella said a lot of racist stuff in the past.
Because that makes us all look bad. Yes, because one of the biggest streamers out there basically...
Wait a sec! Bruh. Hold up. Wait a second. I don't know if Ann got this. Holy shit. Either Ann or Mr. Stuff has this. Holy moly, dude. It was the Ask Creed stream. Where was it? God. Where's his chat when they ask him to ban someone? This is it. This has to be it.
Follow me.
So there, we're stuck doing this mission that I never cared about.
Big ups, Ann. You made me remember this video. Big ups, dude.
Alright, guys. How about this? How about everyone relax and let me play the fucking game and stop derailing my stream? Maybe I don't give a fuck that someone maybe in here who you're accusing of being someone else who was previously banned. Maybe I just want to play the game.
I don't care.
And I don't fucking care about you guys derailing. Like, there's people watching this stream right now, they're trying to watch me play the game. Here's everyone in the chat. There's someone in the chat who's someone else who might have been previously banned. They might be saying racist things to do that. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Shut
I'm looking
up.
at the chat for the last 5 to 10 minutes. None of that is happening in the chat. None of it. It's just you guys screaming.
Okay.
How about you shut the fuck up? If you have an issue, contact a moderator. I'm playing the game. I can't sit here and let my whole stream be derailed because you're acting like a fucking idiot. Alright? So shut the fuck up. Stop derailing the stream with bullshit. The best course of action when you have someone derailing the stream who's doing stupid shit is ignoring them, not drawing attention to them.
But Phil, you have the responsibility to keep your chat not toxic. Why the fuck is the chat being toxic? You should have banned them.
Boy, you're stupid.
Boy, you're stupid.
And anyone who's going to keep talking about it, I will ban right now. I'll just do it myself. I'll say goodbye so I can focus. I got another 35 minutes left on the stream.
Oh, don't worry. The guy who says racist stuff, he won't be banned. You'll be banned for bringing it up. But Ninja, he needs to ban it all. He needs to take responsibility, dude. He's a streamer. But here's the deal. The bottom line is this. In reality, he's a baby streamer. Ninja's a big boy streamer. So he needs the responsibility. DSP doesn't need the responsibility. He's a baby, dude. He needs to grow up again.
Play the game instead of stupidity from idiots. So, who would like to be banned by derailing my stream? Or are you going to shut the fuck up?
I like how derailing is,
What's it gonna be?
is the worst thing you could do in DSP's chat. But saying racist stuff, that's fine. That's fine in his chat. But, man, you derail, he'll stop what he's doing to talk about it.
Okay? Can I...
So, wait, so he wants Ninja to stop what he's doing and to teach his chat about why racism is bad, right? But DSP doesn't stop to do that. Instead, he stops to tell you guys why it's so bad to derail a stream. Holy shit. Okay.
Can I play the game now? Can I actually play the game now? Please. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to focus and play the game and have a good time. And instead, I gotta put up with bullshit. I'm not putting up with the bullshit. Alright? I'm not. I know this is a live stream, but the whole point is positive interactions, not letting people just fucking, oh my god, you see who's in the chat? I think that might be someone else who used to be in the chat, and they're banning it another suck account. Oh no, look, they're saying nasty things. Shut the fuck up! You sound like a 2-year-old.
Shut up, dude.
Oh
the guy was only saying racist things. Grow up. Holy shit.
That's right. And people should fucking apologize to me. Like, you think I'm gonna care about that stupid immature shit?
He should apologize to him. Okay.
I care.
Like I care.
It's dunce level shit is what it is. Now what happened?
Ninja should do this on his streams. I'm sure it's gonna go by great.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Okay.
Why does Ninja do this on his streams?
Jesus. Alright, guys. We got a half an hour left on the stream. And it's actually gonna be fun game. Alright, someone in the stream chat may be doing something bad. So what do? Do you try to contact a moderator? Do you ignore that person? Or do you scream, highlighting me for 20 minutes when I'm in the middle of a major story development?
What if there's no mods in chat, and what if they're trying to get to your attention because you're there and you have mod powers?
To try to completely derail what's going on my stream. Like, what's the mature course of action? The problem is, the people who do that stupid shit aren't fucking mature. They're brain-dead fucking idiots who just want to
They're not
attention.
mature.
You see what's going on? You see? No, because I'm not 5. I don't care. I don't fucking
I don't
care. By the way,
care.
when you accuse other stream chatters of being people who've been banned before, you better come with fucking receipts. You don't just accuse people of shit. Because I don't know what you're saying is true. Now I banned someone and then, what's the latest controversy? Phil banned an innocent stream chatter because people told him it was someone else. So here's what you do from now on, alright? Shut the fuck up. I mean,
shut up.
Don't derail my fucking stream with your kitty bullshit.
Kitty bullshit. Okay, let's go back to the Ninja rant.
I don't take responsibility for stuff on my streams. The parents should be policing the kids.
Holy moly, dude.
I mean, I'm not going to say 100% he's wrong. Because, yes, the parents should be taking responsibility, but you are responsible for what happens on your stream. And to say, oh, it's all on the parents is completely incorrect.
Yeah, he should just say that he doesn't care, and it's stupid, it's immature.
It's like I tell you guys all the time, I wish it really is an issue of common sense, and sadly a lot of people don't have common sense, and that's a major problem. But if people don't have common sense, then it's your job to put them under control. You know what I'm saying?
It's your job, dude.
You can't just let people run wild doing whatever the fuck they want, just because they're stupid. You just can't. If we just let every stupid
As
person
the phone
go out and do
rings.
whatever they wanted, the whole world would fall apart. You know?
Well, you know, things and reasons. Man, this game looks so boring. And he loves this game.
Alright, so shoutouts, guys. Here we go.
Shoutouts, guys. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god, here we go. Oh my god. Okay, outright Eunice, I gotta do poker night. I don't even know what you mean by that, but thank you for the cheer.
Yeah, I do poker night, baby.
I just answered the thing about Ninja. I already answered the thing about the stream rate and seeing that pinball thing as the first impression. No lies for soul. We cannot talk about waifus. And if you ever ask again, I'm just gonna ban you. No.
Yo, I'm sure he's...
Do we like
How come Lights for Soul gets all these warnings? He's been warned for an entire week, but if a rando comes in fucking saying that Tifa is the waifu of the year... Actually, you know what? Is Tifa the waifu of the year? Let's see. What would be my waifu of the year? What came out in 2020? I feel... Maybe Nyx. Nyx was pretty cool in Hades. But I feel like there's a game I'm like forgetting. Psycho could be is pretty cool. I could go with Psycho. Psycho, Nyx. Oh man. Gotta think about that.
Turtles? What do you mean by that? I like this game. I told you this game I'm playing, and I'm just completely relaxing, and I don't even realize that an hour has passed. I seriously don't even believe an hour has passed. It's pretty crazy. Lives were sold at 110-bit cheer, so that's the top cheer of the night so far. So if I hooked you up with HBO Max sub, we consider watching the 10-part miniseries of the reshoots of Justice League. I would not accept an HBO Max sub because I can't commit to watching anything. I don't know what kind of time frame I have.
Does he still have HBO though?
Just being honest here.
He still does. He.
So likely I would not accept it. Nicholas Jew says.
Whatever.
Oh, okay. He's talking about my joke over 10 years ago. The very bad Nazi joke. And he says...
very bad Nazi joke, dude.
Did that influence me to become anti-fascist and anti-racist, or have I always been
anti-fascist?
I have always been anti-racist. I do...
Anti-fascist. Man, this dude has such weird pronunciations. Isn't like... Is it anti-fascist? Anti-fascist. Oh my god, dude. This dude, man.
I believe in generalized racial humor is okay.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does this dude think racist humor is? You're making a joke generalized on a certain race. Like, dude, how does he say this and then not think about it? Oh man, let me tell you about racist humor, man. Fucking... I don't do racist humor, I do generalized racist humor. What is that? What is generalized racist humor? What is it? What does that mean?
I do believe that. I don't care if someone jokes about me being Italian or Polish. You know what I mean? That's being racist.
How is he this dumb? How? I don't get it. I don't get this line. At what? Oh my god. What does he mean? What separates a racist joke to a generalized racist joke? What is the line there? Like, at least, like, oh, I don't agree with, like, malicious, mean-spirited racist humor. Okay, that at least draws a line that you could probably understand where I'm coming from when I say that, compared to, like, well, you know, if it's funny or whatever, but like, at least that's a line. This generalized racist humor makes no fucking sense. What's the line? What separates that? There's no distinction. Because racist humor in basic form is a joke that's generalized over a race. Oh my god.
And as I said back in the day, I'm an equal opportunity jokester. You can make fun of me, I'll make fun of you, I'm all good. But sometimes
you make fun of me, I'll make fun of you. That's kind of how insulting works, though. What the... Dude, shut up!
Gone too far, and absolutely, I think that those jokes that I made during that Dead Space demo, the Nazi jokes were not funny. Like, now I look back at them, I'm like, that was too far. That was
No, he... See, if you asked him without any of this Ninja context, if Ninja didn't talk, let's say Ninja doesn't exist. He got Thanos. He's gone. Bye-bye, bitch. Ninja's off the planet. And you ask him about this joke, he will say that he'll just say that, oh man, I look back at it and man, I'm so sorry that you guys took it offensively, man. I see why people were mad. It was funny at the time. It was from Howard Stern and all this stuff. He would give you the fucking runaround. But since we have this thing, he can now like virtue signal himself and be like, well, I understand that people were that I agree that joke was too far. He doesn't truly believe that because he didn't say that at all during the time that he could have said. Even during the debunked stream, he didn't even say that. So, and then he says that he apologized for it. Wrong. He apologized for people taking it the wrong way. He didn't apologize for making the joke. He apologized for how people took it.
That was an incredible, hurtful time in history. Many people died, and I don't think that I should have joked about it. And I've apologized profusely for it over the years.
No, you didn't.
And I really do feel that's one of the things that I'll probably never live down. People will always go back and say, do you remember when you said those nasty jokes? And I'll be like, yeah, I do remember. I fess up to it because I really did screw up and I shouldn't have said those things. And I never would say stuff like that today, you know? I've completely grown up and matured from saying that really bad stuff back then. But the truth is I always was anti-racist, anti-fascist. I don't like
Fascist.
that, you know?
Oh my god. Sounds like
obviously
he says faucet when he says it. I'm anti-faucet, dude. Damn.
Support that. And I'm all for equality and equal rights. And the truth is that now I look back at some of the things that I did back in the day and I'm embarrassed because I really feel that they were hurtful. I do. I genuinely feel some of the stuff that I did back then was irresponsible and hurtful. And I feel bad that I was too dumb to know that. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely feel stupid.
This dude was like in his 20s. And he didn't know racism was bad. Let that sink in for a bit.
That's what happens. The longer you do something, the more you learn. And it took a while for me to learn what was acceptable and what wasn't.
It took him all to learn.
I feel like a better person because I don't do the dumb shit anymore.
He had to learn. Guys,
stuff.
he had to learn. Racism was bad, okay? Cut him some slack.
But it took a while for me to kind of get it. So continuing on. Minotaurus Judy says he's a gameplay streamer, nothing more. Do you do the same thing by not allowing chat to talk about politics? That's different. That's absolutely different. There's a difference between I say, let's not talk about politics because that's going to derail the chat and people will get angry with each other. Or, I have no responsibility at all to tell people why someone's doing in my chat is wrong because that's your parents' responsibility.
Yeah, instead it's better to berate the chat and say that you don't care.
Just shut up.
Shut up.
You got a problem? Contact a moderator. Have a moderator take care of it. If I'm in the middle of a part of a stream, I'm not going to derail it with your stupid shit. You fucking piss me off. And now it's supposed to be my fault. No, it's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
Every fucking hater will make a video today about it.
It's not my fault. But it's Ninja's fault for how his chat behaves. But it's not DSP's fault for how his chat behaves. Holy shit, can you spot the contradiction? Oh my god, man.
Right? You know, if someone came in here and was being racist, I would tell you why it's wrong to be racist. Because you're a fucking idiot. Because the color of someone's skin does not determine anything whatsoever about the content of their character. And it's been scientifically fucking proven. If you think otherwise, you're a bigoted moron.
Oh my god, oh my god. I can't. That sentence, has to have been the dumbest sentence. It's been scientifically proven that the character of someone's skin, the color of someone's skin does not mean that the character of the personality, whatever the fuck. Dude, I don't think Martin Luther King ran a research. I don't think he did research and he did scientific experiments to figure that out. Call me crazy, call me a lunatic, but I don't think they had to do any science to figure that out. I think I had to do a little bit more of like them like just saying, hey, don't judge us by the color of our skin, and people are like, yeah, you know, you're right. You fucked up. Etc. I think there was more of a discussion based thing and that than science, but I mean, Well, I guess me at some point, maybe in the dark ages, they had to do some science for some people, but yeah, but that was like eons ago, dude. Okay, let me. Oh, I don't have to drink the water. I can't do the meme. Can't take a sip.
Who ignores science, much like the idiots who think that the COVID vaccine's bad and shit like that, because you're a brain dead idiot, and I'm not gonna have toleration for stupidity in my chat and derailing shit with
now.
nonsense.
Now, is that gonna include that? I mean, the vaccine's great and all that, but it's also not clear cut as well because in San Diego, I heard about this in San Diego that the Moderna vaccine. They halted that vaccine in San Diego because they go off this ratio of like how many people get an allergic reaction from the vaccine, and if it's over a certain amount, they will halt that vaccine because of that. So in San Diego, there were so many people that were developing an allergic reaction to it, they had to halt it. So would that be bad too? That people are like, hey, dude, the Moderna vaccine might not be as clear cut or whatever the fuck. Is that a bad opinion to have? I don't know. Who knows?
And just complete insanity. I don't tolerate that on my fucking stream. So if you got a problem with that, you can leave at any time. And it's my responsibility to lay down the law like I just did on my stream because it's my place of business.
But you don't say that every day, though. Come on.
And if Ninja can't do that, Ninja shouldn't deserve to have a place of business. He should be told if you're not going to be responsible.
That's what DSP wants. He wants all these big streamers to have all this red tape and paperwork and like all of. He wants the eggshells to be on them, not on him. It is astounding. He applies the logic of like, like how people view big corporations like Elon Musk, Bezos, all of those people, the one percenters. That they're like rich as fuck. They need to fucking whatever. He applies that logic that people have in IRL to streamers, which is kind of stupid because that's like a different scale altogether, and it's a smaller scale, and it's streaming. It's not very serious. Fuck it. Who cares? Whatever. You know what I mean, man. This is just.
But it seems like everyone just keeps enabling the guy to say dumb shit. And that's what I don't like. Again, that actually hurts content creators when he says the dumb stuff like this. Now this will be news. Oh, see, streamers are not responsible for anything on streams, and we'll all look bad. Delightful, right? That's just what we need.
What?
Okay, stop this.
Wow, did he fuck himself up over?
Just what we need. He says the dumb stuff like this. Now this will be news. Oh, see, streamers are not responsible for anything on streams, and we'll all look bad.
We'll all look bad. If people were talking like this about DSP, he would say it's not my responsibility how other streamers look. That makes no sense. If you use a rational, logical brain, you'd realize that I'm not the face of Twitch. Jeez, you dumb, okay? But since Ninja is bigger than he is, he feels way more comfortable saying this.
Delightful, right?
Delightful.
Just what we need. Okay, stop this.
That's what we need. I mean, again, do we really go to streamers for this? Whatever. Did he?
Here we go. I love puzzles.
I love puzzles. I heard that. Wait a second. He says he loves puzzles but won't play Catherine. This guy is such a baby. He's scared of Catherine, dude. You used to like that game too. You know what? I literally want people to nominate for the retrospective the countdown. The countdown in particular that had Catherine be in his top gaming list. Because because I guarantee he's gonna give us a meme response. I put it there because the story was good, but I didn't like the gameplay. Even though I am 70% sure he praised the gameplay of it, but whatever. Catherine is scary though. I mean, I agree.
Okay, good stuff. First of all, I got to split the part for YouTube, and I've run out of water. When I come back, I have to sit here for like 10 minutes and do shoutouts because there's a ton that I didn't do. All right? So give me a minute because I need to get some water here. I've completely run out, and then I'll be right back. Oh, actually, I should stop recording, shouldn't I? Okay. I'll
Dude,
be right back. Ah.
you like how he snuck a break in for the night stream? It's pretty cool, huh? Hold on. You guys should see this. I think the Cleos are blocking it, but I'll take off the relevant Cleos, the Cleos that Okay. I love this bed up, like fucking hardcore dancing. I have seen this anime girl drawn by so many of the artists I follow.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, now we can put Cleo back up. Like, Kanuko did a sketch of her. Ify did a sketch of her. Like, everyone I know did a sketch of her. I should do a sketch of her. Dude. Pretty cool, huh?
Alright.
Things like that aesthetic. A lot of people like that aesthetic, I feel.
Alright, you guys ready? I get my mouse to work. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Alright, I'm back. I've got more water. I got a lot of shout outs to do. So here we go.
A lot of shout outs.
So Minotaurus is hilarious. Because I'm going to love reading this one and doing and finishing.
Oh, so he did record this. I thought this part was not recorded.
So Minotaurus cheers again. Says, if you think Ninja has the responsibility to educate his viewers, it's fair to say you have the responsibility to educate Derek on why his Twitter activity is not okay. Are you ready for this one?
You ready?
First of all...
You ready?
Completely different. It's apples to oranges. Here's why. What happens on my streams is what I'm responsible for. I'm responsible for the discussion that happens on my streams. I'm responsible for the stream chat. I'm responsible for the content I put out over the streams. That's what I'm responsible for. I'm not responsible for the actions of anyone outside of my streams at all. In fact, I can't micro-monitor and micromanage what anyone does outside of my streams. It's not my job. It's not. I'm not responsible for any of you guys. You guys can go do whatever you want. That's why people say, oh, well, sometimes I go watch detractor content. I can't stop you.
Oh, okay.
You do whatever you want, right? That's the thing. You come and hang out here. When you're here, yes, I have to try to make sure that my stream is clean and everything. Outside of this, I have no, control over, nor do I care.
I have no
what
control
you guys do
over
in your personal lives.
He loves doing this hand gesture. However,
you just brought up a stream chatter. You brought up their personal Twitter account. You said something insulting in her.
His Twitter account and his Twitch account have the same name. Dude, I don't think it, whatever, and it's also not a protected account. I believe Derek blocked me, I think. I don't remember why, though. Like, I don't think I ever tweeted him, but he blocked me. I don't know why. But yeah, his account isn't, private. It's a public account.
Harassing towards another chatter. You brought up a detractor meme that's known to harass Derek. You just earned yourself a nice...
It's a detractor meme to say that Derek thirsts for girls on Twitter. Eesh.
lean in manual permanent fucking ban because you're a fucking...
Now you know what? You know what? He's so mad at Lice for Soul for talking about waifus, and he gets so mad about waifus, right? But he's okay with Derek thirsting after real women. Eesh, you know, I think Derek should watch this video. Frank, Holly, nice guy. I love this video. This video is one of my favorite videos. I've watched this video so many times. It's so good. It is classic.
But do I kiss her? What if she doesn't like it and screams?
You don't see it. It's fine. The audio is good enough.
So dreamy. But do I make out with him? What if he's disgusted and runs away?
I'm so nervous. Do I make my move? Here it goes.
I love this
What the fuck
video.
is that? Oh god.
Maybe better without the video. I like the idea of watching a video without seeing it. I think it's kind of funny. I think it's
she's
pretty
so
funny,
cute.
dude.
Should I kiss her?
That nice guy.
Hey Thanks for coming over. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. You always have my shoulder to cry on.
Okay, you know what? You are gonna see the video, okay? This dude is Derek, okay? This is Derek. This is what Derek does, probably in IRL.
So what's up?
I found out that Brandon's been cheating on me. I don't know what to do, because part of me still loves him.
Oh, I'm sorry. What this guy did to you was an epic fail. I mean, you took an arrow to the knee for him, and he just betrayed you. The easy solution is, just dump him.
You took it.
Just
Oh my
dump him.
god.
I mean, we've been going out for so long. Have you ever been in a relationship?
No. I mean, I wish, but most girls are stupid, and they just seem to forget about me. I guess I'll be forever alone.
Bruh, actually, it's even more than just Derek. This is like half of DSP's chat. Lice for Soul is this dude. This character, I should say. You know what I mean? Derek. Okay, we're going back to this. We're not gonna watch all of that. It's a really good video. I like that. I love that video. So you know, I have a soft spot for that video. It's so funny. It is so funny that like he says like, "Oh, you're treating me like platonic Sonic." you put me in the. Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. It was like, oh my god, platonic Sonic. Oh my, the Green Hill friend zone. That's no
An
good.
asshole.
But-
You violated a ton of fucking chat rules.
A ton.
That's amazing, the amount that you violated in that one cheer. So enjoy your fucking trip to Bandland.
A ton of rules. You did the tractor memes. That's a bunch of rules right there.
Because you ain't
okay.
coming back, bitch.
But
Okay,
how-
now I don't have to answer this guy's
Wait, but dude, Lice for Soul broke the rules like multiple times. Why is he not banned? Man, it's almost like Lice for Soul gets some bid protection.
questions anymore because he's an asshole. All right.
But Derek
let's
gets
see.
the shield though. I mean, you go after Derek, you get the pig.
Don Animal said cheered,
The pig horn.
and he said, "What comic influencer or cartoon character taught you valuable life lessons and morals on injustice?" I don't know. There's a ton of cartoons I watched when I was a kid. I don't fucking think about them when I'm in a.
This dude is like, oh, yeah, kids watch Ninja, they need to learn. Oh, okay, Phil, so what cartoon taught you? I don't know, I watch a lot of cartoons. I don't think about it when I'm older, man. But he talks about Batman the Animated Series a lot, and that does kind of talk about some, like, issues, but it's kind of, like, you know, not heavy-handed. But you know but look how he dodged that question pretty well.
Adult. No Lies for Soul. We can't talk about husbandos either because it's equal opportunity. We're not talking about any of that.
We're not talking about husbandos. Equal opportunity fear, dude. Husbandos and waifus are banned, okay? But Derek can still thirst for real women. That's okay. But when you bring up fake women that don't exist, fuck off, okay?
Dumb shit.
Dumb shit.
Bleach number 9 has tipped me $1. Okay.
Dumb shit.
Okay.
Stupid.
Thank you very much for that, Bleach. I appreciate that. Let me get that added to the tips total here. Ninstar Rune Cheers. What about the Streisand effect? Now, isn't the Streisand effect? I'm trying. Let me see if I can understand what it is. And
I don't know. I hear it all the time.
Isn't
I
the Streisand
don't
effect?
get it.
What happens if, for example, someone really doesn't want something to be talked about or mentioned, and so they actively go out of their way to try to make it so that it's like protected or guarded or not known knowledge, but because of that, people purposely want to seek it out more, and therefore it becomes a big thing? Is that the Streisand effect? Would that be a fair assessment of what it is? I think that's kind of what it is. Because I think what it is I guess Barbara Streisand, years ago, she had, like, one of her properties had a photo of it taken and was placed on the internet. And she didn't like that, so I think she tried to get, like, the photo taken down or whatever or something. But inadvertently, by doing that, she basically made it so everyone wanted to see the property. And so it ended up just being a big thing that people kept getting the information and sharing it online, which is the complete opposite of what she wanted. It was like, oh, because you don't want it, now you're going to get it. You see what I mean? I think that's what happened. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. See, I did one
This is a loaded.
strike,
This is a whole loaded thing. Holy shit.
and all my stamina's gone. Weird. Anyway, dry sand effect will happen. There's nothing you can really do about it. But the truth of the matter is there's a difference between what you can and can't control. For example, on a stream, if I say today we're not going to talk about politics, and 100 people start talking about politics, guess what? Once they're all banned, there will be no talk about politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, to some extent, you're right. When you want to not talk about something, there might be people who now, oh, well, you can't tell me what I can't do, and they get all uppity and upset. But this is my place of business, and I do have, you know, things in place to make sure that stuff doesn't get derailed, and to make sure that we
yes, things in place, but
no, I don't want to.
Chat always gets derailed.
Everyone will argue about it and get pissy with each other.
You get pissy.
And then we're gonna have an unfun stream because of it. And I don't want to have a fun stream. I want to have a nice chill stream where we can have fun conversation and I can enjoy this game and everyone has a good time, right? So I understand what you're saying, but no, Streisand effect is definitely a controllable situation. Maybe not.
Oh, that's
publicly
controllable,
on the internet
dude.
Entirely, but on a stream, you absolutely control what is said and done on a stream. That's a huge cop out to me. That's a huge cop out to me that someone would say,
Okay.
this is my place of business and I can't control it. That's nuts. That's stupidity. That's just like, oh, I don't want to. I really just don't want to put the effort in, is what that means to me.
This dude, literally, we just watched the video. I'm not gonna load it up again. We did enough of that. But he literally was telling people he doesn't care. Oh, so what? Ignore it. God, don't draw attention to it. God, you're dumb. Starts getting mad. He ranted and raved during that Ask Creed stream, but apparently that never happened.
Okay. Sly took me $1.30. I heard Ninja said America is deserving of 9/11. No, he did not say that. That is complete defamation. You were probably going to get sued by Ninja for saying that now, because I don't believe he said that at all. Lives for Soul did a 510-bit cheers. Anyone want to come with me and rescue a hippie from San Diego?
Why did you read
Anyone
that?
know what the fuck Lives for Soul's talking about tonight? I think he went too far into belief he said that at all. Lives for Soul did a 510-bit cheers. Anyone want to come with me and rescue a hippie from San Diego? Anyone know what
Rescue a hippie?
the
Oh my
fuck
God.
Lives for Soul's talking about tonight? I think he went too far into the ganj tonight.
Too far into the gunge. I'm sorry. Weed does not make you insufferable. No. Lights for Soul is just a cuck.
Because he hasn't said one coherent thing.
He never said anything
Every time he's been
coherent.
cheering has been complete lunacy.
It's Lights for Soul. He doesn't know what the. This dude probably has one
Okay.
brain cell, dude.
This Star Rune Cheers said, when are we going to do a stream movie night? We're not.
No.
Minotaurus is banned. I don't need to read his cheers anymore. Fuck him.
Fuck
Star
him.
Rune Cheers said, science can be debunked. Case in point, look at eugenics, which everyone said was real for years at a lesser level. Cigarettes are good. What on earth are you talking about?
What?
We're not going to talk about your nonsense. Nose Vacuum Cheers said, should Family Guy be responsible for children watching the
Okay.
show instead of parents letting their kids watch it?
Now, I kind of wish that they didn't use fucking Family Guy as a reference because the second I read that in his chat and I heard him read that, I knew exactly where he was gonna go with it because it was not designed for kids, okay? Ninja was designed for kids. What he should have said was, how come Looney Tunes didn't have to teach kids these lessons then? Why doesn't Looney Tunes teach about racism? Why doesn't Looney Tunes, handle these issues? Because they didn't. A lot of media that is made for kids, some of them do go out of their way to teach these kind of lessons, and that's fine. That's like, whatever. That's what they chose to do. But it's not an obligation or a requirement to make children's media to have that. Like, there are shows that teach lessons, and some lessons are like not even like Les Airbender taught lessons in that show, but it wasn't anything that was like complex. It was pretty surface level shit. Like, oh man, dictatorship's bad, man. Like, it's stuff like that. They don't really teach anything that's like very comprehensive. The idea that people want Ninja to do, like, I think it's kind of lunacy to expect Ninja to talk about white fucking privilege, dude. Like, that's not his place to talk about. That's more something that you should read a person who, like, worked in that field of societal studies and shit, Come on.
Okay, so what you're saying is, Should Family Guy be held responsible because children watch the show and may see inappropriate content, or should the parents?
But you know what? You could blame the network, though. This is the Adult Swim paradox. Remember that era in Adult Swim where a lot of parents were upset that they had a slot for adults on a network that was for kids. So what about that? How come, maybe that's fucked up.
No, the parents should be, absolutely. Family Guy, however, again, this is an apples to oranges comparison, I feel. Family Guy promotes itself actively as content for adults. It's put on at an hour when adults should be watching TV by themselves or with their children supervised, not the children watching by themselves at 8, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., whatever it airs. Okay, I don't know what time it airs anymore, if it even's still on TV, I don't even know.
Okay, we don't know.
I'm sorry, but very frequently Ninja is pushed as a children's entertainer. He is a children's entertainer.
How is he
The game he plays
pushed?
Fortnite primarily is played by children. I'm sorry, you can't deny it. Go
can't
ahead and
deny it.
actually look at statistics of users of that game. It's mostly children. Mostly.
I like it since we look at the stats, it's mostly children. Someone brings up the stats and says and then he says the stats are wrong. It's fantastic logic to have. The stats are this. Well, Phil, the stats are actually this. No, those stats are wrong. What?
Small children. Elementary school children.
Small children. What the fuck is a small child? What's a big child? I hate when he says small children. It's so stupid. It's such a dumb statement to make. This dude has a baby brain, dude.
That's who the game's popular with. I'm not saying it's not popular with others. That's who the game is known for having a fan base with. So, when you know that the thing that you're known for and you work, that's your job, is a kid's game, alright? Sorry, you're responsible now for what happens on your stream and make sure that it's okay for kids. Family Guy is not a Saturday...
So what about your stream though, DSP? You're not marked as an adult channel. You're streaming Immortals Phoenix Rising, which is a game that kids can play. Oh, I get it, guys. He's not playing at a kid's hour, dude. He's playing at prime time.
Saturday morning cartoon. You see what I'm saying? There's a big difference here. Family Guy purposely is put on at a time frame when it's supposed to be only adults watching, not children.
I kind of wonder, like, the way I have my Twitch channel set up is that it's only for adults, like 18 and older and all that, because, sometimes I draw stuff, and you know what I draw. And I'm like, man.
This thing is apples to oranges. Okay, this thing is not comparing apples and oranges.
Maybe I should turn that marker up, dude. Maybe I'll get bigger that way. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about
But it's
that.
comparing apples to oranges. It is. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I got distracted. What was I talking about? Oh, okay. Should Family Guy be responsible for children watching the show? No. It's promoted as adult entertainment. It's put on TV at a time when only adults should be watching. It's flagged as warning mature audiences only. Okay? Ninja, if he doesn't want to be responsible for what kids do on his stream, should be flagged as mature audiences only, and children shouldn't be allowed to watch by themselves. But that would be probably about 85% of his viewer base, and he'd go out of business overnight. So he doesn't want that. I mean, let's face it, he purposely promotes himself to be family friendly and to a children's audience. He dresses a certain way. He dyes his hair
dresses
neon.
a certain
he tries
way.
To look like a cartoony character.
Like
to
Kat,
attract that
she dressed
audience.
a certain way when
And
she was
that's
on
fine. I'm
stream,
not
so
saying,
clearly she was trying to get something, right? She was trying to get the
really?
Derek's excited, man.
A godly power I don't have.
Because that's how she
I
dressed.
can't do this.
Sorry.
Well, that sucks. There's really no
Sorry.
workaround. That's the first time that's actually happened. I guess we're just gonna leave. Yeah. If we can't do it, we can't do it. That sucked.
You know what? So DSP has been going on a rampage saying how he's for mature audiences, his audience is not kids, etc. Someone should then say, well then DSP, why don't you mark your channel as mature content then if your audience are all adults? I guarantee you'll say no. Because my So, okay. I was thinking about that, but then I realized his excuse. No. Actually, I market myself for everyone. See, I'm responsible for what I said, you fucking idiot. Yeah.
So, I think you see my point, alright? Ninja should be held responsible, just like everyone else, for running a stream. His excuse of parents should be fully responsible is not correct. Are they responsible ultimately? Yes. But
What?
when you have a place of business, you are responsible.
Wait. Parents? Are parents responsible? No, but parents are responsible. Dude, he like really wants it both ways when he says so he doesn't offend everyone. Dude, just fucking shut up.
For that place of business, and to say you have no responsibility at all and shirk that responsibility makes all other content creators and full-time live streamers look terrible in the eyes of the world, because they think that Ninja is the top guy and therefore he's the spokesperson for everyone else. That's why when I read the article and I like, this guy is doing it again. Why does he have to say dumb shit? If you can't say something smart, just keep your mouth shut, entertain your kid's audience, and make millions of dollars. Don't do the interview. And I like, this guy is doing it again.
Doing it again.
Dumb shit.
That's what I say when I see DSP. When I see a clip posted by Anleet or Mr. Stuffs or on Twitter, I see people tweet it, and I'm just like, he's doing it again. He's saying stupid shit. Why can't you just shut the fuck up? I agree, DSP. I think the same thing of you.
You can't say something smart, just keep your mouth shut, entertain your kid's audience, and make millions of dollars. Don't do the interview. Really, just stop.
But it's kind of stupid and unfair. Like, how come? So Ninja can't. So Ninja should never ever want to feel like he wants to express his opinion because he's stupid. Okay. All right.
Fucking do your thing. Make your bank. Leave everyone else alone. But he has to open his mouth.
How come Ninja doesn't leave people alone, but you can't leave him alone? Why don't you lead by example and just leave him alone? Stop talking about him. Oh my god.
Okay. Ty Holmes has tipped me $5. A heads up with your stamina. If it goes to the negative, which is what happens if you do 2 hammer strikes, it takes twice as long to regain, so try not to drain your stamina into the red. That's what it is. So what you're saying is do a hammer strike, and then I'll take Missouri Lover's advice. Do some melee attacks. It'll build your stamina back up, then do the second hammer attack. I see.
They have to hold his hands for this game.
Use stamina potion right away.
Holy shit.
All right. Nicholas has
God.
cheered. He said, I looked up stats. 62% of Fortnite players are aged between 18 and 24.
Man, what's he gonna do?
No. That's absolutely incorrect.
Incorrect. The stat. But you just said stats were right. The stats are kids. Well, the stats say this. No.
You're actually believing.
You're believing a stat.
What people say on online registered accounts. That's like saying, I believe that 90% of YouTube users
So then what's the stats you were looking at then? What stats is he looking at? If you look at the stats, they're kids. Guy brings up stats. Well, no, those stats are wrong. So then what's your evidence? At least the guy fucking has evidence, dude.
Adults, because when they registered their account, they said they were adults. No, that's not true. That means you're a gullible idiot. We all know the vast majority of people who play that fucking game are kids, because that's all who talk about it. Every single adult that I know says that their kids fucking play Fortnite.
Oh.
My hairdresser.
Dude, he's basing it off of, like, his hairdresser. I don't believe he talks to any other adult. His hairdresser.
Says her kids plays fucking Fortnite. And she doesn't even know who I am. And she talks to me about Fortnite.
Whoa, man, wait. A hairdresser talks about Fortnite and they don't know who you are? I'm sure that's true. I'm sure that's true. He probably wears a gamer shirt and the hairdresser's like, oh, he's a gamer. I'm gonna talk to him about fucking Fortnite. And that's such a shitty statistic to bring up. A hairdresser. That's the pulse on gamers, dude.
Okay? Enough. Stop being stupid and gullible.
And again, DSP wonders why people call him a fucking boomer.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, so this is the same fucking guy again. I'm just gonna ban this guy.
Ban him.
He's probably already banned by now. He's currently banned. Good. Okay. Alright, chest. Okay.
You know what? I want people. Like, when he goes back on a rant about, oh my god, guys are... And he gets mad and he doesn't want to mod or whatever. just tell him that I thought it's your responsibility to clean up the chat. You know, isn't it your responsibility? I mean, you kind of dunk on Ninja for it or whatever. Like, just call him out on that shit, and just see how fake he is about this opinion. This is so fake. I'm so like, this is bullshit.
Oh shit, bro. That's up. Oh, what the hell? I told you to do that. I got to do that. Okay. How do I go up in here? Yes. No. No. This is no. Where does it? How do I go up in here? Oh. Okay. Hold on. I can't wait. Why not register? There we go. So I'm just changing the right there. Actually, phone data. Easier. Okay. Ooh, I actually got a new piece of I actually got a new piece of our first time in a long time. So let's see here. Oops. Okay. Here's wrap. Here's wrap. Here's wrap. The launcher. See, always stand for the launcher. Nah. I don't agree about that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's very true. Kyle says, so when you pay your hairdresser, you're funding Fortnite. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. But that's the thing is, you can't control.
You're funding Fortnite by paying the hairdresser. Fuck off with that, dude.
People spend money on, you know. My hairdresser does a good job. You pay the hairdresser. Hairdresser buys Fortnite shit for their kid. I mean, what are you going to do? That's how the world goes round. That's capitalism, right? Okay, I think I'm going to go over here. And
shut
up.
You're funding Fortnite. You know, you gotta pay the hairdresser. They do a good job. That's capitalism. Where are you paying your bills, though? Our basic bills, dude.
Oh my god.
Nice burp.
Slice at me $1.30 says, will you be willing to debate wings about the ninja topic? No! That sounds like a really stupid idea. I would never do that. But thank you very much for the $1 tip.
Why?
So by the way, guys, we're at $29 in tips. I am streaming for about another half hour to 45 minutes. I would appreciate any contributions you guys could lend. We did not hit the tips goal earlier on the Yakuza 7 conclusion stream. So it would be nice if we could hit it tonight, but we are a long ways off. If you like the gameplay, if you like the discussion tonight, then I'm being very candid and honest about my thoughts about things, please consider contributing. Okay? Protector Dracon Insemnios?
I do want to get to one part. This channel has it. This channel has what I need.
So this is going to be way more gameplay next time around. Alright? Now, here's the thing. Admittedly, tonight's stream was slow. Just being honest. Slow contributions. So I'm not sure how to really weigh and balance that, because people have been asking me to play it on the early stream. So I'm going to play this on the early stream on Friday and see what happens. Now, if on Friday it's slow too, you know, now we're talking, I guess that's definitively people are telling me the game's boring. They don't want to see me play it anymore.
People are saying,
I personally really like this game.
No, he fucking says this before, and he's like, oh, well, he did like a Twitter beg for it, like, oh man, you know, if tonight's the make or break night for Phoenix, for Immortals, man. And then he got like Jack Lee's to tip and all this stuff. All the whales came out, and it's so fake to do this because you're not getting genuine support. You're just kind of guilting people to support a game because they feel bad, like. But okay.
But if others are just gonna not support and say no, it's boring and complain and try to derail the entire time I play the game, then I don't know what else to do, guys. You know, I don't know what else to do. So I'm trying to play the game. I like it, but if the viewers don't like it, I don't know what else to say. Okay, so it is what it is. Let's see what happens on Friday.
But shouldn't they not be at the stream if they don't like it?
That we want to continue to do or not. All right, guys. Thank you so much. It was a fun stream.
Guilt them to support the game.
Levels. It was still a great stream. I had fun with the game.
Still a great stream, though.
Talking with you guys, and I want to say thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Alrighty, everyone. Well, thank you for a fun streaming week. Certainly, it was a very productive week. We got much further into certain games, like you know, finishing up the story of Yakuza 7 today was awesome. We got much further into Assassin's Creed this week, which is what our intention was to do. Looks like within a few streams we may actually be able to beat Assassin's Creed. Hitman, you know, the first 2 sessions were quite fun. Looking forward to more of that coming up. So it was a good week overall.
Good week.
I did enjoy the stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
I didn't enjoy it.
I'm going to upload right now to DSP Gaming. Not here tomorrow. Alright, I'll be back on Wednesday. I hope you guys will be here for Hitman 3 and then Black Ops Cold War on the late stream. And, you know, hopefully people will, you know, show up and hang out and support and everything. You know, sadly, I'll be honest with you. It's disheartening. A day like today where Yakuza 7,
Disheartening, dude.
absolutely love that game. One of my favorite games in the past several years. And some people were complaining it was boring the whole time. And I'm like, guys, are you kidding me? Like, why are
Because you played it like ass, and it was so obvious that he was being his hand. He got his hand held. Like, I knew he could have beat the final boss either way, regardless. But him one-shotting it, I think it was kind of sus, dude. Tendo, I mean, because I know technically there's Ryuaki, but that's a very easy fight. Like that fight's like for babies. But Tendo was like the real final boss, and
here on a Yakuza 7 stream, why are you here when you know what game I'm playing to sit here and complain it's boring? That really frustrated me. And tonight,
maybe because
you guys know what kind
whatever.
of game this is, right? Like, you've seen it now for a while. You know what to expect. Why people would sit here and just complain that's boring and then try to purposely derail the stream is frustrating, you know?
You went on a rant about Ninja DSP. Jeez.
So, we'll see. Hopefully this week we got some good variety, because remember, this week I'm going to be trying to do my year-end awards and everything, so that might add some variety to the stuff and everything. So, oh, I know Frapple. He says you have obsessed trolls in the chat. I'm well aware.
Obsessed trolls.
Thank you, Timbo. He cheered, and he said, I just got here. Want to say have a great day off. See you Wednesday. Yes, you as well, and everyone. Have a good day off from the streams. You always know you can catch up on all my stuff on DSP Gaming if you get a chance, and you want to catch up on the playthroughs maybe you didn't see this week. That's where you can check them out. If not, hey, have a good day away no matter what you're up to. I hope you have a good one and a safe one. You stay healthy, and I'll see you all on Wednesday in the morning. All right, guys? All good?
I like how he sits here. He's sitting here,
Oh my
stalling.
God.
Oh my god. He's seeing spam in his chat.
Chat's been nuts tonight.
And he's
I don't know
just
what's
like,
going on. All right, guys.
why do you
Thank you
ban
very much.
him?
Have a good evening.
It's your
I'll see
business.
you all tomorrow. Excuse me. I will see you all on Wednesday. I hope you have a good day tomorrow, and I'll see you all on Wednesday, okay?
I'll see you on Wednesday.
Peace out, everyone. Have a good night.
See you on
guys
Wednesday.
later.
Alright. That's that. Wait a sec. You can see something else? No. Let's see. Did he make a new tweet? Hey, this is day off. No. But I heard there's an error with this.
Alrighty, everyone. I want to say thank you very much for a great streaming week. It is now time for my day off. So on Tuesday, January 28th, I will be off from streaming. But when I return on Wednesday, the 27th, it's going to be Hitman 3 on the first stream at 10:15 a.m. Pacific
great.
time, and then Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War
Dude,
on the late
off.
stream at 6:45
He
p.m.
was
Pacific.
completely off. He said today was the 28th. It's the 26th. Alright, yeah, 26th. Tomorrow, oh my god, this dude.
Pacific time. On Thursday, it's going to be Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the early stream with Yakuza 7 post-game content on the late stream, when we'll be checking out the new optional dungeon that opened up after I beat the story of the game. Now, on Friday is where things start to change, because on Friday, the main gameplay stream will be Immortals Phoenix Rising for the first time in a long time, while the late stream will be the throwback Street Fighter stream. On Saturday, it's going to be Hitman 3 as the main stream, and then, yes, the most disappointing games of 2020 countdown begins on Saturday night.
Now,
on Sunday, it's Call of...
I like how on pre-stream... No, this is pretty much it. I'm going to end anyway, so I'm just going to go full screen. At the end, the beginning of the first stream yesterday, Jesus, he mentioned, like, oh, why don't I do the countdown on the first stream? Well, if I do that, then I'll have 2 hours of nothing to do. He could play Call of Duty for those 2 hours. So... he doesn't want to do that, dude. That's stupid, because, as I said before, the first stream is meant to be a stream to trick normies into watching him, and then the night stream is kind of like he doesn't give a fuck stream, and it's like, screw it, shit will happen, fuck it, because he goes on more rants at night. He's a little bit more lenient on what is said in chat. It's kind of like he wants to go to sleep pretty much on the second stream. The first stream is kind of like, hey, I'm gonna be fake as fuck, and then at night I'm gonna be rantside Phil, so that people can like reply to me with bits and tips and all this stuff. It's that kind of shit. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see ya when I see ya. I'll probably be streaming on Twitch. I'm gonna be doing art today. If by the time you see this, whatever. But I'll see you when I see you. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.